Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Marquita from AtHomeWithQuita and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So in today's video, I'm doing an updated planner flip through. So I'm going to share with you guys what is on the inside of my planner. We're going to walk through the whole entire thing. I'll talk you through it all. I know those are one of you guys' favorite types of videos here on my channel. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. Alright, so first and foremost, I switched out my cover to this beautiful pebble rose pink cover. It's so gorgeous. I love it. I used it last year and then I moved into the black quilted that you saw recently, and now I'm back into this color for spring. I think it's just so pretty. It's got a beautiful texture there and I just love the color. It's my jam, okay? So that's what I'm using for the cover. All of what you're going to see, so I don't have to keep saying it, for those of you who are new, is available at Fancy Plans Co. Our shop is linked below, and so you can shop any of these items if you choose to. Okay, so there's that. First and foremost, on the left hand side, we've got a lot going on because I love sticky notes. I use them all the time, and so I have to have easy access to them, and so I've got a ton of them over here. So we've got our cream from the top, and then we have a little journal card that comes freebie in our packaging, and then I'm using the calculator that came in our financial wellness box because I do budget in my planner and I like to be able to have a calculator. These are so cool because they're so slim. They come in 2 different colors and they fit inside of our pockets, any adhesive pockets that we have in the shop, the 2x3, the 3x4, the 3x3. I mean, it fits in a lot of those pockets. It also fits in our snap-in pocket holders or card holders. So it fits in these little slots here if you want to keep it in one of these slots and keep it tucked in the back of your planner or wherever you decide to put it. It's so cool that it fits. All right, and then I have another little journaling card that says you got to move different when you want different, and that came in a past packaging because you know we trade out our cards. I've got the gray here, and then another like pink sort of color. Then I've got our page tabs. These are our paper sticky notes. As you can see, I'm very obsessed with sticky notes. I use them all the time. And then I have our octagon sticky notes in gray. And then I've got a little rose or a little flower paper clip in black. We are working to restock these. They keep selling out, you guys. Excuse my nails too. I usually do pretty well with keeping up with them, but I've been doing them myself to save some money. So I started using press-ons that are working very well, and I'm having a hard time getting them off. So I'm gonna work on that probably this week sometime. Okay, so that's what I got in my side pockets. It's not like super pretty and dainty like some of the other pockets that you guys may have. My pockets are very functional, and I have a couple of decor pieces in there as well. All right, and then from the pocket here, I have some stickers, and these are stickers from our watercolor watercolor blossom box. I always call it Bloom for some reason. And so it came with these beautiful stickers and then also some boxes and icons, and I'll be using those soon. And then these are boxes and icons from Modern Abstract. I've got 2 sets of those, and then some floral line boxes. All right, so I just keep those in the pocket there so that way I have easy access to them when I'm ready to plan my spreads. All right, and then this is from Addison's school. I always ask for the instructional calendar for the year. So this gives me all of what they're learning by the months. Thank you, Shopify. And so this has been so helpful. Every year I ask for this at the beginning of the year, and it just breaks down by the weeks what they're learning for each subject. So this is math. So I keep math in here because that's a challenge for her. Then I also have some stamps here at the bottom that I keep in there as well. And that's all that I have here. So as you can see, this is very functional for me. Sometimes I go through phases where I want this to be super pretty, these pockets here. And right now I'm at the phase where I just want it to be functional. And so I just keep very important things in there that I need. Okay, so let's get into this cover, you guys. This is the watercolor blossom cover. I'm gonna open it or take it off so you guys can see. And so I changed it out because I thought it was just so pretty with this cover. and it's got some glitter action there. This is so beautiful. By the way, all of the boxes shipped and our subscription started. Oh, I don't think I talked to you guys about that. I did post in the community tab on my YouTube about subscriptions, but I never formally did a video for you guys about them. So we now have subscriptions, okay? So a curated box with all these pretty things, similar to the box that I showed you guys for Watercolor Blossom. The Watercolor Blossom box wasn't a part of the subscription. It was just a little test run. I told you guys, I do have the video on my channel if you guys want to see what was included. Those boxes are done. And again, shipping out. They started shipping last week and they're all shipped out. And then we started or opened up a subscription. So subscriptions close on the 10th. So you can sign up from now until the 10th of the month. They close on the 10th. And then in this month on, I believe we said the final week of, I'm sorry, y'all, there's a lot going on around here. It's Monday. That's what happens on Mondays. And so they're going to start to ship at the end of this month. So they'll all ship before April 1st. And then we'll be working on the subscriptions for June. So if you signed up this month before the 10th, you're automatically in the next run, which is going to launch June. It's going to be a summer themed. It's super gorgeous. I already have the graphics and I'll start to sneak them in my Facebook group. And then we are going to reopen subscriptions in June, and we'll close them once we hit our max, or we'll close them by the date they're going to close, which is on the 10th of every month. Okay. So I said that to say that that's something super exciting. So if you roll in the subscriptions, it's going to be similar to the Watercolor Blossom box in that there'll be about 12 to 15 items. And it's just awesome. I just can't believe we're here. So I'll put the link below if you're interested. You can click on the link and then enroll before the 10th, and then you are automatically in there for June. Again, it's a super beautiful box. And so we're only accepting a certain amount of spots. And once those are filled, that's it. So if you're interested, now would be the time. So I thought that would be appropriate time to mention this to you, because I forgot I never did a full-on video on my channel. So yeah, so this is super gorgeous. As you can see, you see the wording that's coming through the back of it. And so I decided to add this to my planner because I just thought it was just so pretty, again, with the cover there. And then I have the discs, and these are 1.50 discs. So these are kind of considered our expander discs. They're in the middle of classic size or Happy Planner expander discs and classic discs. So they're just, right in the middle, a little bit bigger than classic, but a little bit smaller than expander. All right. And then this is the dashboard vellum that came with the Watercolor Blossom box. It's so beautiful, again, with the layering effect there. I just love it. And so that's what I've got there first. And then I have our vellum that's 100 things to track in your planner. This is awesome because it gives you some great ideas on what you can write in your planner, especially if you're just like, I have no clue how to use this planner, what I could write. I'm not really that busy. This gives you some ideas on what you could write. It's on vellum, and y'all know our vellum is pretty much like paper. It's so thick. All right, and then I have my table of contents. So my table of contents, I keep all of my sections organized. That's where I put like what's in each section. Now I don't have all 12 sections like I usually do. I pulled out 6 of my sections and stored them because I just felt like my planner was getting too bulky, and I didn't always use some of those other sections. So I just purged them out, and I may add them back later. And then I have a little quote here using the sticky note you saw here that said, this week's affirmation, I control my own happiness. Okay, so table of contents. It's typed out. We do offer these inserts in the shop, but it won't be typed out, of course. You'll have to write in whatever your table of contents is. So I love this because, again, it outlines everything that's in these sections. All right. Then I have one of our pocket dividers here, and this just has inbox. This was available in our first ever box, Marble Dreams. I don't know if y'all remember that, OGs will. And so I just kept it there along with the sticky note that tells me things I'm supposed to do for my meeting prep. And then these are our dividers. I love them because they have a little pocket folder here. So they're very functional. By the way, let me share with you guys my sections here. So I have inbox, calendar, school, meal plan, finances, and work. So those are my sections from the side. And then on the top, I have goals, and then I have next month, routine, and notes. All right, so those are like subsections. All right, so then moving on into inbox. This was a part of our brain dump inserts. We used to do what was called Freebie Friday, which I'm going to get back into it. And we would add new inserts there for free on the At Home with Quita blog. There are a ton of inserts there now, or download printables that you can download. But Freebie Friday, we would swap one out for a new insert. So this at some point was available on Freebie Friday when I did the video on how to do a brain dump, okay? So now they're just available in the shop. So there's some prompts here that tell you what you could do to help you to do an effective brain dump. And then there was a whole series of inserts, which I removed. I just wanted the prompt there. All right. Then I'm using our new task list inserts that came in the watercolor blossom box to act as my inbox. So I wrote in all of the tasks there that I need to complete. I put some due dates, and as I'm completing them, I'll come in here and mark that off. And then I do transfer these tasks into my calendar. These are things that may not always have a date to them. And so this is just a place where I come and dump everything out. So I've got some of those in here, several, and then I do also have the inbox inserts in here as well that I was using. I love these both, so I decided to keep a sheet in here. All right, then we get to my calendar section. As you can see, tucked inside the pocket, I have all of my daily habits. So I just use this as a template to be able to do my daily habits on the sticky note here, so that I don't forget. Not that I mean, I really shouldn't be forgetting what my habits are, but I like to write them in my week, so you'll see that soon. All right, so again, love the pocket here to be able to just add this in here. And then when I get ready to do my habits for the week, I pull off one of these sticky notes and I put that in my week. All right, so that is it for the inbox section. And now we're in the calendar section. So I've got my 2023 year at a glance. I wrote in all of the school things that's happening this year, every single thing, an event that I knew was happening, I wrote it in, and these are awesome. This is where I start. When I am planning my month and my weeks, I come here first to see what I got going on, and that helps me to be able to plan my weeks, in addition to grabbing some items out of my inbox that I want to make sure that I'm doing also. And then I put one of these little page markers in here, and so that way I could easily get to it from the bottom, okay? So that's what I got there. And then we get to the month, okay? So I am thinking that I may redesign some of the inserts for the 2023 planner box that we launch every single year. These inserts are available at Home with Quita's shop. As you can see, the logo there. So that's why the design looks different. I just combined the month with the layout that I'm using now. And so that's why you see that logo there. I just kind of meshed them both together and then printed them. But this isn't a monthly layout that's available at Fancy Plans Co. Again, At Home with Quita has these inserts. They're available for you to purchase as a printable, or you can purchase them and we'll ship them to you, okay? And so I planned out my month here. I'm going to be doing a whole video on this, by the way, because as you see, it looks a little different from how I would normally plan. I decided to do color coding. And I'm going to try this system out and see how it works for me. And so so that's what you see, all the colors here. And in that video, I'll talk you through like what the colors represent and like how I'm planning on doing it. So as you can see, the first week here, and then this is the current week that we're on. Okay, I know there's a lot going on in here, but y'all, this has been a complete game changer for me, okay? This is a little sneaky peeky of the Boho Dreams box, which is our March box, by the way, first box of the subscription. So this is a little sneak peek of that. It has got a hint of glitter in here as well, which I don't know if it's going to translate on film. It says make it a habit, and it's got some things here that you could do to build habits. It's so cool. It's printed on vellum, and so this is my little page marker that I'm using to be able to get to the week that I'm in very easily. All right. And as you know, the watercolor blossom box came with one as well. It looked a little different. So we'll be having one of these in each box, and they're just cool to be able to help you to get to the week that you're in. And then also, you know, it adds function and tips and things like that. So yeah. So this is how my week looks. So again, there'll be a video and I'll walk you through that. But this is the block schedule, or the, block schedule insert, I think is what it's called in the shop. I'll link it below. These are fairly new to us. And so this is what I'm going to be using for the whole month. I felt like I didn't know my time was going. And so I wanted to try these out to see if this would help me to be able to be a little bit more productive. All right, so now we are in the goals section. As you can see, there's a top tab for goals. These aren't the pocket dividers. These are just our frosted dividers. And so these are the inserts that I'm using to track all of my goals. And so I have everything broken down by life area. So I've got, you know, family and friends, career and business, spirituality, financial, health and fitness, personal development, hobbies and fun, romance, self-care, home, and then there's a notes page on the back. So this is one set, and then this is going to be for next month. All right. And so these are awesome to be able to just plan out your goals. All right. So this is my goals section, short and sweet. And then we get to this progress tracker, which I also added in goals. This is fairly new to the shop as well. All right, then we get to the next month. As you can see, it's just a frosted divider. It's got our calendar sticky notes, and then it's also got a journaling card in here with an adhesive pocket. And so on the backhand side, we've got our quote sticky notes, our goal sticky notes. So I can pull from these. I only put a little bit on here, and I can use them and pop them wherever I need to. Then, since this is the next month section, I did add our monthly pre-planning inserts. I did a whole video on this recently, so I've got several pages of those. I could do some pre-planning. All right, and then we get to routines, which is one of my favorite sections. That was just a frosted divider. Okay, from the top, it says routines, so I could easily get here. And so this is my planner routine. I did a whole video on routines, how to develop them, how they work for me. So I'm not gonna talk you through too much of that. You can always go back and watch that video. And maybe sometime in the future, I'll do an updated video. But this is my planner routine, okay? On the front there, and then on the back, I have some notes of some other things that I wanna make sure that I plan for during the month. And then these are my daily routines, okay? Don't get intimidated by them, because I know it's a lot. This is just what works for me. And so again, I'll talk you through this on another video, or you can go back and watch this video talking you through how these are all organized and how they function for me, okay? So we've got several routines here, all right? 2 pages of routines. All right, and then we get to the school section. I don't have anything in this pocket here, but I do have something clipped to the top. I have an I'm grateful for, which has some things there that I should be grateful for. This was a freebie card that was included in past packaging. And then this Spend Intentionally was a part of our financial wellness stationery box freebie. And then we get to the learning section. This is for all about Addison. Okay, so this is all of the upcoming things that she has for school. I don't always put all of this on my regular monthly calendar here. Because it's just redundant, you know, and I always come here to this section anyways to see what's going on. So I may not put all of it here, but anything in yellow represents school. Okay, that's the color for school. All right, so we've got all of her activities that are coming up. I have lunch with her on Fridays. She's got a STEM night, picture day, book fair. She's got tests. I put all of that in this calendar. And there's some ideas that she can do after school, some things I need to be doing on a weekly basis, anything I need to buy, like I am room mom every year. So I asked the teacher periodically what she needs, and she says she needs tissues. So I need to buy some tissues, and then they have milestones coming up. So I put a little note there because I need to buy a book for her to study out of. And then we get to the weekly. So the weekly is just everything broken down. And these are like a lot of after school activities I want to do with her. On the side here is where I put like anything that's happening, like book fair, the tests. She's got tennis, picture day, and all those things from the monthly. But this is mainly used for being able to write in after school activities that I want to do with her, like read for 20 minutes. She's going to do her Amplify learning. She's going to do her iReady, you know, typing tests, all of the things that I want to have her do after school every day. All right. So that's how the school inserts look, just in case you're wondering. This is the school teacher layout. We have about 19 to 20 layouts in our shop, by the way. All right. And then this insert is what I used to use, and this helped me down, but I needed a little more in-depth, so I decided to transition to these inserts, and they've been really helping. All right, and then this is a back-to-school checklist for Addison that I just keep in here, and that's what I reference every year. And then we get to the meal planner section. I don't have anything in this folder either. Sometimes it adds a little bulk to my planner, so I'll just shuffle things around as needed. I have our meal sticky notes here, all right, and I use those to track my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for the day. All right, then I have some lunch ideas on the back because every now and then Addison loves to take lunch, so I like to keep some ideas there. All right, here's my meal planner, which I'm working on planning for the month of March. I did write on the weekly what I'm having for, for dinner. I just need to come into the monthly and go ahead and plan out my entire month. So like this is what we're having. I already did my grocery shopping for the week. A lot of this I had on hand already. And so I didn't need too much. So when I sit down and plan out my meals, I make sure to look at all the ingredients and then I write here on the shopping list what we need. But I first try to see what we have on hand. And I knew we had a lot of this on hand, although I didn't write it here. And so that was helpful. And I saved a lot of money because this was literally all the groceries I needed for the week. And so I did pretty well with that. All right. So if you've never seen these before, this just keeps repeating for about 5 weeks or so. And then we have our family favorites, lunch ideas, lunchbox ideas again. So I keep the standard for me, although the meal planning bundle inserts does come with all of this. I just change out from here to here every single month. That's how I design them, so that you could just pull this out, you can keep this for reference, and then just keep transitioning into some new months on those, okay? And then items to keep on hand. I've got a full list of those things, or you could just rewrite this every month. Freezer meals, refrigerator inventory, freezer inventory, all of this I need to write in. I added a new set, so I need to transfer onto the new set, and then I just keep checking things off as I use them, so that way I know what I have and I don't have to keep running to my fridge, freezer, and pantry to see what I have on hand. Okay, this is my system and process for meal planning, which I did a video on. Some template ideas like crock pot Mondays, salad Tuesdays, vegan Tuesdays, soup Wednesdays, Mexican Wednesdays, things like that. All right, then I have some more meal planning inserts that I can pop in my week as needed. All right, and I guess this is an old list that I don't need anymore because I said I put some items here so I can purge that out. I'm always looking for ways to purge out things so that it adds less bulk to my planner. So if you guys don't know, we offer clear printed items, which is so cool. So let me show you how that will look. This is a new cover, by the way, that's launching today. It's so gorgeous. And so this is kind of how that effect would be. And then this is a second part of the launch, just so I can show y'all why I have them here. It's so pretty. Once you unpackage it out of the packaging and everything, you stack it in your planner, you could see that beautiful quote in the background. So this is called Spring Has Sprung. Again, it's launching today. And then that's another item from the collection. Very fun and vibrant and bright. So I just showed you that to show you how the clear printed look. It's like a clear sheet. And we have different quotes and things that we print on this. So I added this in here for just a little bit of a layering effect. And so that's what we have here. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, or the chance we didn't take. All right, then I come to my financial section, which I have a card here that was from the financial wellness box, a quote here on one of our quote notepads, and then I have the month at a glance. And so I was using these. So I had these in here, and I actually kind of am using both because I'm transitioning into the financial wellness workbook, which is a thick workbook, as you guys can see. It has a lot of pages in here. Oh my gosh. So this is adding a lot of bulk to my planner, but I want to try to incorporate this into my planning. So I added it in here. So I did go ahead and plan my month out, and then I added the month at a glance pages here because I like to track my credit cards on the back. And I like to write my bills on the front, but I didn't in this case because I'd already wrote them in the month. But I liked having this on the back so I could just break my credit cards down even more. But I am planning on fully incorporating all of that into this inserts once I get time to sit down and plan for it and figure out strategically how I want to use it. So it starts with your budget categories, then your goals, then your yearly overviews, subscription tracker, income tracker, monthly budget tracker. Is very detailed. Then your monthly calendar, and then you get into your weekly paycheck bill tracker, which there's several weeks of that in here where you can break down all of your income. Okay, and then once you get done with those, then you get into your expense tracker, your monthly budget tracker, and this starts a new month. All right, and then at the end of the month, once you get done with all of the monthlies, so it comes with the monthly, again, this is the flow of it. Then your paycheck to break down the weeks, and then your expense trackers, okay? And then your monthly budget tracker starts the next month, okay? So you could technically pull out the month, to add less bulk. That's how I designed it. And then once you get done with the month, then you get into your debt reduction tracker. So you pull out that, and then you could just keep this. I try to design things in a way to where you could pull things out and it doesn't make the flow off. You know what I mean? Okay, so you've got your debt reduction tracker, your debt snowball tracker, budget challenges, savings tracker, and then your wish list donation tracker. And I added another budget challenges and another savings tracker in here, and donation and wish list. So I technically could take these out because I already have them. So this is where it would end. And then this is just additional pages I printed and put in here for my own personal reasons. So I can pull that out because I already have them here. Yep. All right, so that's how this looks, with the exception of these. It starts like that and it ends like this. And again, you could pull out the months and shuffle things around as needed. All right, then we get to the work section. I have the paint card here because I don't have my home section in here anymore. And then I don't know what this is, y'all. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is a 1099. So I put that in here, probably from a brand I work with or something sent me that. And then I have this reminder card here. You are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly. And then there's another card back there. And this is that same card that you saw earlier that was available in an old box. I try to keep one for myself just as a memento. And so that's what I've got in the pocket. Work is the tab. All right, so we have a vellum here with a little project sticky note. And then we get to the month again, hybrid at home with Quita inserts, because I love the clean look of it. That's what I was thinking, maybe redesigning the planner box. And you guys have been asking me to remove the gray boxes. So if I have time to do that, I hope I'll have time this year to do that. This is kind of how the look will be. All right, so I planned out my whole entire month. We're doing Monday's video, which is my planner flip through, which is what I'm doing right now. Planned out all my weeks, or I plan out my week. I try to only plan my week out because sometimes I shuffle my videos around. And so I try to only plan out the week. All right, then I have my weekly layout. The color is orange because in my new way of planning, I told you guys I'm trying out the block schedule and I'm doing color coding. The color for work is orange. Okay, so I'm trying something new, y'all. So we're gonna see if I can really identify where my time is going, and I can feel like I have more time in my day. I feel like, I don't know, I need a better system. So I'm hoping this works out for me. So I planned out all of my stuff, my to-do list, my YouTube videos, shorts, social posts, Amazon and lives, enrichment, my blog posts. This is breaking down my Amazon videos whenever I do them. I like to know what items I'm pulling. So these are different videos and I just keep it popped in here. And once the video is done, I check it off. All right, and then these are some social media influencers I love to follow. And so I like to make sure I'm going in and checking them and interacting with their page. And then this is our page marker, which are fairly new with our logo at the bottom there. And so I like to keep it actually here. And it has a little adhesive pocket here that I can stuff some things in when needed. I love writing on sticky notes, as I told you guys before. That's why I have so many in my planner. So I use this as a bit of a dashboard as well. And this is the back page of the layout for this week. All right, and I'm using the subject style layout if you're wondering. So that's what this is. And then we get to notes. So this is still in my work section. And so my notes section is just some things for the shop, like things I want to create. My Planner University series, home management system, which I'm still working on. It's going to be a whole system for you guys. It's going to be on the At Home with Quita shop. That's going to have all of these inserts. So I'm still working on that. And then my social media feed ideas, standard ideas, some hashtags like Make Something Monday, Motivation Monday, Handmade Monday, Throwback Thursday, things like that I could use for social media. Then I have a social media tracker of a strategy that I was working with that was really helping me grow. So I keep that in there. And then just some random to-do lists and things that I keep, real ideas, then my social media tracker. Y'all, back in September of last year, I was at 214,000 on YouTube. Now we're at 240. It's crazy. And then, so this just tracks all of my numbers. It's crazy because back on November 2021, I was at 71,000. That's insane. Okay, some projects that I'm working on. So I just keep little things in here for me to be able to track. Whenever I buy something from a vendor, I like to write it here so that way I know it's coming in. And that's pretty much it, you guys, for the business section. Then I have my sticky notes. I had this in the front. We did recently launch our DIY sticky note divider dashboards that are very similar to this. It went live last week and it's been a very popular item. I did a reel on it. It comes with the smaller size circle sticky notes. And I couldn't fit it in here. I wanted to keep it in here, but I had this already, so I felt like I couldn't really have both. I just took the sticky notes off of that dashboard and put them in here. But they come with the sticky notes individually packaged with a dashboard that's similar to this and clear. And you can position your sticky notes. It comes with 10 sets of sticky notes in different colors. So I wasn't able to put them all here. I only have 4. The other 6 I have in my drawer. And so these are really, really cool, super popular. They come in all different sizes for your planner. And but I have this tucked in my back right now, because I just felt like there was too much bulk on the front end. So I just put it in the back, and whenever I need a sticky note, I'll come back here. I use a Sharpie for my sticky notes. I find that for me, it works best. We do have a couple of other pens in our shop which work out well, and you can do a little research to see which one is gonna work for you. I just love the Sharpie. It's a fine tip, and so it's gonna write the way I need it to write. And so that's one of the pens I keep at the top here. On the side here, I have my Muji and 0.7, as you can see, hopefully. And then I have my highlighter here, all of which these items are available on Fancy Plans Co. website, by the way. And then I have my, my soft tip highlighter here. And so that's what I use to highlight certain things. I forget what color gray is. Let me see if I can check real quick. And so anything that's gray, typically I would only use one highlighter and it would be gray. But now, let's see, to-do list. My to-do list items are going to be in gray. That's why that sticky note's gray. Okay, so we're going to see how the color coding works out. I think it's going to work out great, and just be able to time block as well. So again, I'm going to do a full in-depth video on that, so stay tuned. All right, and then in this little pocket here, this is called our snap-in card pocket or card holder. I have some date dots. I have some washi on a clear card. I'm not going to take it out, but I think you get the idea of it. And then this weekly tasks journaling card along with another. I just have several journaling cards in here because I love journaling cards, and I like popping them in my week. And then I've got some transparent sticky notes along with the photo of Addison and I. Then on the other side, it doesn't have the pocket access on this side, but I just tuck it in from the same side. I've got some more transparent sticky notes, as you can see. These sticky notes were in our Marble Dreams box, which was our first ever box. Then I have some date squares here. These fit perfectly in the boxes for our habit trackers, just in case you didn't know that, because I know we have so many items in our shop that sometimes I need to come back and revisit certain things to let you guys know how they work. And so I'm working on trying to do that. So these squares right here fit these boxes perfectly. So that way you could color code your habit tracker if you'd like. All right. And so that is pretty much it. So this is, of course, how it slides in and out. So if I just wanted to hold it like this, I could. Isn't that cover so gorgeous, you guys? I just think it's so stunning with the glitter. And then, of course, again, the layering aspect of it. That says every flower blooms in its own time. That's the backhand side of the cover. So I could technically hold it like this if I wanted to, but again, we want to step it up a notch. And so the back pocket here comes with 2 pockets. You just slide it right on in. You've got a pen holder back here, and then I just attach my other 2 pins with some of our adhesive backed pin loops in gray and black. So that's it, you guys. This is probably always one of my most requested videos. You guys want to see a planner flip through. I do them every now and then, and I had made some major changes, so I decided why not do a planner flip through video and show you guys all of the details on how I have everything set up. So that is it for this video, guys. Again, this really pretty pink cover is so gorgeous. I love it, and so this is going to work so well for the spring. Again, just to reiterate some of the things I mentioned just randomly in this video, this collection is called Spring Has Sprung. It's so pretty. Let me just show you real quick because I don't think y'all get it. I'm pretty sure you get it because I did show this on my Instagram and in our Facebook group. By the way, you want to definitely join the Facebook group, especially if you want sneak peeks of the new launches of the subscription box, which I share there. But look at how gorgeous that is. So pretty, right? And so this is the little layering effect that I like to have with our covers. And then again, this card here is one of our plastic cards that says bloom with some little floral aspects there. And there's some other things designed in this collection as well. It's not a part of the subscription. It's just a collection. You know, every now and then we'd like to have a collection that we launch. And so that's what this is. So this is going live today. As soon as I wrap up this video and edit it and upload it, then you'll see that go live, and you will see that go live, and then I'll share some other things on our email list. So make sure you are subscribed to our email list. Also, I didn't mention that we have a new ebook, and the ebook is free. It is a planner related ebook. I think there's like 47 or 48 pages. So if you are a member of our email list, which means on Fancy Plans Co, you just type in, your name and your email address, and we send you random emails about launches and things like that. We also send blog posts. You get free access to that ebook. Okay, it's very helpful. And if you are a new subscriber, the email will automatically go out to you with the ebook attached to it. So that's pretty cool. We've got a lot of things going on here, y'all. And then remember that subscriptions close on the 10th of this month, and the box ships at the end of this month. Our first ever subscription box. It's a quarterly box, so there'll be one this month, and then June, and then at the end of the year. So 4 times a year. And then our planner box. So I'm really excited about that. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I always love to watch a good flip through, and I love to film a good flip through. So hopefully you enjoy this today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put as much information in the description box as I mentioned in this video. But if you have any other questions, make sure to let me know. And so I appreciate you stopping by today. Hopefully you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. Comment below. It really does help me in the algorithm. Plus I read each and every comment. So again, stop back by. I hope you will, and catch the next video, in which case I'll see you then.